Yeah, there is some interesting architecture at Bridlington and some old buildings that's sort of almost hidden these days from plain sight. Just look up there. Can you make out what that says? Could you make that out? Does it say the Burlington? I can't quite read it from here. Just looking at Simpson's pet shop there. Now, when I was a child, you could buy a puppy for about 50p or something, or you could afford a dog with your pocket money as a child. How things have changed. And here we have the Four Seasons wholesale and retail fruiterers. I always consider this to be one of the best shops in Bridlington. Let's have a look at their produce. So you've got these easy peeler oranges for £2. You can actually buy a bag of peanuts here. Sweet potatoes £1.89, 500 grams. Avocados £1.59 each. Butternut squash £89. And here in the UK, you've got the very traditional sprouts. In fact, these are of course, these are the Brussels sprouts. How they grow on that sort of stem. And again, sweet chestnuts, £4.79. Traditional here in the UK to roast those on an open fire. Now, I can remember when I was a child living at Loft House in West Yorkshire, we used to get some chestnuts there and actually roast them on the embers of a fire. You would wait until the fire in the house, of course it was a coal fire, until the embers were just left, that all of the burning had gone, the yellow flame. You just had some red embers left, and then you would put some chestnuts on there and roast them. Got local honey there from £6.30. Large sweet oranges, 4 for £2.60. Mixed nuts, £2.79. Dates, 69p a pack. And again, that's a recording of this day in time here at beautiful Bridlington, lobster capital of Europe. And here we have some Christmas trees. £35 for that Christmas tree, which is a Nordman fir. I'm walking along here now towards British Heart Foundation, where hopefully I'll be able to find some military history books. Walking now past the very popular Greggs towards the British Heart Foundation, with the Bridlington shopping centre there on the left. And here we have a book, Freud's Interpretation of Dreams. This being a 1950s English interpretation, discredited by the time I was at university in 1980. It was all behaviourism then, B.F. Skinner and so on. Probably that's largely discredited now as well. Time goes on and things change, theories change, go in and out of popularity, of course. Here we are in the shopping centre at Bridlington, which might not seem very much, but actually it is. It's a big deal, is this shopping centre, because outside of the big department stores, I think Boys is probably the only one now that's left. This is about the only place you can go to in Bridlington for a very long way. You'd have to go all the way down to Hull or across to York. And even in York, I don't think there's an indoor shopping centre. But in Hull, you've got the St Stephen's shopping centre, that's outdoors as well. So this is a very welcome place, I think, for the citizens of Bridlington and for day trippers like us when you want to get inside, out of the cold, because it often is cold at Bridlington, on the sea, on the North Sea coast there. Jerome's Wine, Ice Cream and Snacks. There's a photo booth there. The toilets are actually just round the corner. And here we have Argos. I've had some experience of buying electrical stuff in Bridlington, and sort of got sold some chargers at one point for an iPhone which were actually not authentic as they were advertised to be. So buying anything like that, I always sort of suggest buying direct from Apple. I mean, why not? You get delivery, don't you, through your letterbox. Well, here we are walking out of the shopping centre. Even here there are some shops that are closed. Very familiar sight in the UK now, isn't it, where not everything can remain open. Got the Whistler mini market over there, the Forum, amusements. A lot of people in there. I won't walk in, but there'll be a lot of people soon, I would imagine, playing on the slot machines. Some good charity stores in Bridlington sense there. Walking now back towards the harbour. Perhaps we'll have a walk along here. But the light looks good. The early morning light catching these historic buildings on the left. Which were at one time sort of a luxury part of town. I'm not sure that's the case anymore. This was a sort of a famous crescent at Bridlington. Let's take a walk in this direction while I struggle to put my gloves back on. We've got the Richmond guest house here on the Marlborough. Walking around here, there's the Carlton Holiday Suites. And it looks like this is for sale here. As you walk around here, you can see again the beauty of the sun over the harbour, which has now risen a little bit since the earlier video I took. I was looking for the name for this place, and there it is behind that workman. It's called the Crescent. So we'll walk up here now, past the Hook and Parrot. Looking for staff there, applying side. Now this part of Bridlington is extremely popular during the summer season. We're passing Treasure Island on the left there. The Treasure Island Pirate Ghost Walk. You're looking at all this, and then just go here, and you've got the fairground down there. Bridlington Forum, which is another sort of what we would call an amusement place, or we used to call a slot machine place. And out there, of course, you've got the ever-present beauty of the white chalk cliffs of Flamborough Head. Wilson's Amusements. And here we have some non-contentious flags flying at Bridlington, and I say that sort of tongue-in-cheek, because they've literally been torn into rags by the wind here at Bridlington. Well, this part of town doesn't seem to be doing as well. There was once an American restaurant here, Buffalo's fine American restaurant. It looks as though this is closed. These are the prices. If it's, I think it's closed. I'm not 100% sure of that actually. Find it difficult to tell whether some of these businesses are actually open or closed for the season, because Bridlington being a sort of a coastal town, a lot of the trade, I would imagine, is seasonal, from tourists coming in, day trips or holidays. And if you're out of town, if you're in another country, you've been watching my videos of Bridlington, do you recognise Bridlington by now? If you do, you'll know that down there is the way back to the harbour. And at this point I'll say goodbye from beautiful Bridlington. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Take care now. Goodbye for now.